an anime also at the same time, a Netflix original
Ooh.
that is about, I can't say, so it's about, if there was boxing in a steampunk world,
Ooh.
that is this show.
I'm here for that.
It's a cool show. It looks cool. It's by the guys that made, I don't know how much I can say. I don't know.
Stop it. That's good.
Yeah,
That's great.
they made other shows. And then of course there's Fairy Tale. It's I just heard about it coming in. We're on episode 306 right now. When we did the 300th episode, Funimation did absolutely nothing for it. Maybe that's their little meta special gift. Like, you thought we were going to do something for it. Nothing. We're there. We've made it to 300 plus episodes. It's an incredible journey that's not coming to a close, it's just coming to a rest stop. A little pit stop. We're going to the vending machine, using the dirty restroom to wash our hands real fast, then we're going to get back into the car and get back on the road to Fiore. The follow-up season to Fairy Tale is based off of Hot Tub Time Machine. So get ready for that. It's very exciting. There's also, what else is going on? Oh, there's Flux Destiny is this book that I'm involved in. If you follow me on social media, you saw something about it today. It's by a guy who is an anime-minded author who's written a book with that in mind, if that makes sense. So like there's a whole manga that he's making for it, there's a book and then an audiobook for it. It's going on now. And then I guess there are a lot of new shirts on at the haberdashery. All this, if you guys ever saw the Fairy Tale shirt or the Dead the Kid shirt, all of that's available there now. Because before it was like little campaigns where we did it like 30 days and then that was it. But oh hey Tom. And then good to see you. Hi. Okay, please do. If you're ever wondering I woke up today and wondered who was the man? That's the man.
Oh, hi, man.
Hi Tom. So those are all available right now. There's always a lot going on is the thing. And I don't get to, I buy video games the day they come out, and I don't get to play them until the Game of the Year edition is out. And I should have waited. I just beat Resident Evil 2, the new one. Have you guys played that? I just beat that one. I'm in that one, but I don't know where I am in it. I blew my voice out over the course of several days in that game. And then I did some mocap for it, and I don't know which one I am. I saw even the clip that we were doing, and then I'm like, I don't remember that from the. Oh no, I remember now. I'm in it. And then Devil May Cry 5. That game I'm in, and I did, and so that was a lot of fun and scary. And it was weird because when we were recording that game, so you have to picture, a lot of people don't know that recording process. And so how that happens is, we're in a booth, of course, and on the other side of the glass are a variety of people. There's the engineer, there's the director, usually that's about it. But in this case, Capcom's there's people Skyping in from Japan at 3 in the morning for these sessions because of the time zone change. There's about 9 to 12 people in the room. And so when I'm working on these games, especially Devil May Cry 5, there's a lot of monstery, possessed, demon-y stuff going on. So you're a little subconscious, because you have to think, they're sitting there eating lunch, and they're just and I'm in there going yeah! And they're let's do that one more time. This time, can you really channel the angst of the demon? And I'm sweating, and I'm like, yeah, great, sure, okay, here we go. And so it's a little bit embarrassing a little bit. The lights are on, full on. It's like when you're doing other activities in your house and the lights are on full, and you're like, whoa, we didn't know, turn the lights on. When you're watching Game of Thrones. Yeah, and so that was embarrassing. And then Rage 2 just came out, and I'm in that. And so with that game, that one, I walked into the studio and they did not like my joke that I said because I didn't know them. But we walked in, and so there's a TV there, and they say, we're gonna play a trailer of the game that you're gonna be working on today. And they play it, and it's Rage 2. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was in the first one. I had lost my voice for like 9.5 days on the first one. That was the hardest game I'd ever done on my throat. Thinking like, oh wow, well, that's an odd thing. But they were like stone cold silent. Because apparently that'd been a problem. And I didn't know that, so I thought, oh, I'm just like mentioning a fun fact, like, oh, did you know I've been bitten by 12 snakes? And I live to tell about it, that type of thing. But no, they were not having that. And so it was an on session. But I think I'm still in it. They're like, he told a bad joke at the beginning of the session. Got him. But I think I'm still in it. So there's always something going on. And then on top of that, just trying to play my games. Playing the Resident Evil 2, playing Anthem. Anthem is kind of boring. Anthem looks good, but anyone else think that it's boring?
Terrible. Awful.
It looks awesome.
Good
It's
concept,
great,
bad execution.
Yeah, part 2 will be great though.
If there even is a part 2.
Part 2, there'll be a part 2.
If they make
And then also watching Endgame, which now everyone has seen it by now, right? I know there were some yesterday. Who has not seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, because you haven't seen it yet, I give you one low-grade spoiler. Because shame on you. Let me see, a low-grade spoiler.
Thanos plays Fortnite.
Low-grade spoiler.
It can't be any worse.
Thanos plays. Fortnite is still.
Thanos gets his head chopped off. Okay? That's a low-grade spoiler. Now, I'm gonna check in with you next week. If you haven't seen it by next week, I up the ante. You get a mid-grade spoiler.
I'll give you her Instagram.
That'll be weird. It's like 3 in the morning. I'm like,
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
have you seen it? You're like, what? What's going on? I'm gonna take that as a no. Here's what Hawkeye does. And then I'm just gonna spoil it. Then I'm gonna check on you the next week. At your job. And I'm gonna carry a big box in front of me so you can't see my face. And you're gonna be like, next! And I'll be like, hi. Have you seen it yet? Then I'm gonna give you the ending. And that's how it's gonna go. You have 3 weeks. And I will go to all your jobs. And I'm gonna rack up my frequent flyer points. Wait a minute, does anyone live far away from here? Where do you live? Darien, Georgia? That's a made-up place. I never heard of that. Where do you live?
I live in Port Orange, so that's like right down the road, basically. So.
Oh, okay, welcome to your job. Let's see, who else? Who lives far away? Yes. Arizona? That's closer to me. So I'll definitely come to your job. Let's see. Yes. Where? I'm supposed to go there for a con, so I'll time it right before the con. That's in November. If you haven't seen it by then, I'll tell you the whole movie. And Game of Thrones. Yeah, I'll do a reading.
All the characters.
Yeah. But anyway, that's me.
Good, so pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my sleep back on point soon.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
serious.
I'm not gonna bother you about theme parks until.
Yeah, I need to get my sleep down.
Do that first.
I need to be going to bed like I used to, like at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Like a baby. I go to bed at 6. I wake up at 4 in the afternoon. That's how I should be sleeping.
But again, we talked about yesterday. I don't know if you had a birthday since yesterday. He's only 17, so
Yeah, my body's still growing.
That is crazy.
I just started shaving. I'm like, and then I got the Dollar Shave Club is like
I'm older than this.
having a teenage special, so I ordered it. And I'm like, as long as you show your school ID, they give you razors. I'm like, okay.
You know he's not actually 17, right?
Oh, wait, what?
You know he's not actually 17, right?
Home ec.
not a thing anymore. They don't
You believe him?
It is
Yes.
high school. It's a STEM program.
Though it's suspicious because he's been voice acting for years.
But I know how to make a pot from scratch now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, not even 18 yet. Can't even get a driver's license, but I'll make a mean crust.
You couldn't get a driver's license?
Not yet.
Okay.
I could have got one for a hardship because my mom lets me stay home by myself. But, and she doesn't give me the Wi-Fi password. Because I'm a growing boy and I'm getting older and it's like, well, what's he gonna do on the computer? He ain't looking up recipes, so she hides the Wi-Fi code.
Stick to pies.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to pies.
Yeah.
I can be your algebra
You're
tutor.
doing 1,001 things.
Oh, my.
So I'm sure you guys have questions about any of those, or specifically one.
Yeah, but not child labor laws, because I'm technically not supposed to be working yet.
Gotta let them go when it's nap time, so let's get
Yeah.
this knocked out of the park. If you guys put your hands in the air, I'm just gonna go section by
And wave them like you don't care. There we go. Yeah.
This was the best one. So
That is the best one. Dual hand.
Did you ever start building that axe from Mandy?
You know, Nicolas Cage. Hashtag Nicolas Cage. Man, I wish he would do a con. Oh! I'd love to do a panel with him. So I did commission the axe. I got the shirt made, and I did commission the axe. But the problem was I was working on Halloween, so I was like, let's save it till next year. But I had the schematics. The schematics were already drawn up and ready to go, and we were about to pull the trigger on it. But then I was like, I'm not going to be available on Halloween, so I'm going to do it this year. And I actually might do a Mandy watch party tie-in. That'd be kind of fun. Where like we watch a movie, we go kill a few people, and then we go pick up the axe, and we're like, oh, what officer? We were picking up our cool custom axe. I don't know what you're talking about with the killings. Maybe. I really just told our alibi. Nobody say anything.
Hello, right here. You voiced the voice of Quinn in Me in the beginning. Do you think that he deserved more screen time, or that he deserved it?
Yes, because I barely thought about that show after you said that until right now. I was like, I was in that show. Oh yeah, so that tells you, yes, I should have gotten more screen time. Absolutely. Now I did shoot the special features for it. Did you guys see the special features, like the behind the scenes stuff?
No,
Was it out?
probably not.
Yeah, well, I did shoot some. Where'd it go? That's odd. I don't know. We spent like a whole evening shooting behind the scenes footage. Now I'm gonna have to Mandy someone to figure out where it is. Oh, it was on Unlocked. That's what it was like. The Unlocked app. You guys have the Unlocked app?
Yep.
What is that?
That's right. You are an influencer. It's an app on your phone where you get to connect with all your favorite voice actors, and they do tie-ins with conventions and stuff like that. Unlocked is the app with that business stuff.
Let's look into that.
Who's our next?
Hello. Is there anything in particular on your bucket list that you have to check off?
Ooh.
On my bucket, I have many bucket list items. One of them is to do a movie with Nicolas Cage. Another is to, well, I definitely want to go work and volunteer at a rhino sanctuary. Which is what I'd like to do. That'll probably be next year. But then I want to open my own sanctuary. I want to get like 100 acres, and I want 3/4 of the land to be outdoor paintballing, and then 1/4 to be an animal sanctuary. Reverse that. No, I want the majority to be. But I want to take care of all sorts of animals. And I just watched this video on YouTube last night about how animals react to music. And I don't know if you've seen this. It's pretty, because if you think about it, most animals don't hear music. They don't know what it is. They never hear it. And so they have these people that go out, like cows especially. Because what do cows hear besides the screaming and crying of their brothers and sisters being killed? Anyway,
Wow.
they don't hear music. And their babies being taken away. And a machine that's draining milk from them. But they don't hear music. And so someone comes up to the fence and starts playing like a clarinet and a tuba. And then a dude's like sitting in a chair playing. And then the camera's wide, so there's a big horizon, there's nothing on it. And you're just watching him play. And then like one head, two heads, 3, 4, and then like a whole crowd of cattle come over like right in front of him, and they're watching him play. And it's pretty interesting. And then they do it with all sorts of animals, like tigers. Someone's playing a little guitar, and they're playing guitar, and then like the tiger comes up to the fence and it's like rubbing on the fence, and then a beluga whale is like bobbing his head, and then elephants are. So then I thought, like, wow, the animals don't hear music at all. So I would love to do that in a sanctuary where, like, I have an in-house sanctuary band that plays hardcore rap for these animals.
Lotus juice
And then I want to travel. I want to stay one night in the Eiffel Tower because they have a hotel that you can stay, and I want to do that for one night. I want to do a man versus food challenge, but I know I would fail. That guy almost dies every time, so I know I would fail, unless it's cashew milk ice cream. But yeah, there's several. You know, the thing about bucket list items is that I just try to. I don't have a lot of time to do them, so it makes me sad to make those items. Right now, I'm going to cry for a minute here because you just brought up something very painful for me. But the fact that I think about making a movie with Nicolas Cage is fun. So we'll see what happens. He lives in New Orleans, right? So I can just go down there and find him. Yeah. He's living in some tomb in New Orleans. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you? I'm doing pretty good myself. Okay, I like that.
So my question is, how would one get into, or how would you recommend someone getting into the voice acting business?
Well, let's see, what's the best? Well, the thing about it is that everyone, it's always different for everybody. Like how I got into it is different than how Maurice LaMarche got into it, or Frank Walker, or Peter Cullen. But I will say that you definitely, across the board with any job, you need the experience. A baseball team's not going to have you play in the World Series unless you know how to play baseball, and really, really well. So you have to train. You have to know what to do. You need to know the ins and outs of that sport. Same with VO. And also with VO, multiply the competition by 10, basically. Because I'm not only going up against people that are up and coming, I'm going against my peers, and I'm going against my inspirations. We're all competing in the same league. And so there are little ways you can get around that. Number one, if there is an audition hotline, you reroute the number to your phone. If there are food allergies you can exploit so that people get ill and they don't show up for their sessions, and then you just happen to be right there, and they're like, oh, we need this recorded. Todd, get in the booth. That's another way to get a role. Also threatening, extortion, and just overall fear. It works for Batman. I want to work in VO. But there's a lot of competition out there, and also it's so subjective in terms of like what's good, what's bad, who's got the touch, and who doesn't. And so it's kind of like it's such almost like a casino game. It's kind of a luck of the draw at the end of the day, because there are some really talented people out there that you don't know them at all, but they're so talented. Then there are some people that have no talent that you are absolutely aware of.
Oh boy.
Hashtag Cardi B. Listen, before she had her hit, was she Eminemming it and writing songs? No, she was on a pole! I'm just saying, how can you tell kids to stay in school when you have that going on? That's the 17-year-old in me coming out. We reward that. I'm mad that I don't know how to walk in high heels as well. But yeah, so there's a lot of ways to do it. So maybe become a stripper first. And that'll lead to some Grammys, apparently. I mean, make it rain. Yeah. And you did go to college. That's right. I'm proud of you. Relish that debt. Love that 50% student loan interest rate. Can you talk about it?
Read what you sign, is what I say.
Yes, yes.
So I like ran over here for board, and I was like, man, I need a hype music to like get me through this crowd. So what's your hype song, or not just hype song?
My hype song is Cardi B. No. What's my hype song? The problem with Apple Music is like when you put it on a playlist, you're just listening, you're like, skip, skip, ooh, that's a good song, skip, skip, ooh, that's a good song. So you don't look at who sings them. But I know it in my head. Baby Shark. Natsu's theme song is whatever the theme song is for, Kiss, kiss, fall in love. And then he's ready to fire it up.
Okay, so in fairy tale, what are your thoughts on being #1 guild?
Oh, the #1 guild? It takes an army to be the #1 guild, but it takes a fire wizard to do it in style.
Okay.
And it takes a scrawny, shirtless snow cone maker to be a good target for the bad guys.
So, what?
We're over here.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi.
How did you get a part of Watch Mojo for whatever reason? And do you write your own stuff? Because I don't think that they are as funny as what you make it out to be.
Oh, well. So with Watch Mojo, I was a fan of theirs, and we connected, and I said, well, hey, I'd love to voice for you guys. And they were like, oh my God, yes, please. And we would love to have you. So like we were equally fans of each other. And so they had me join their crew. When I get the scripts, I will punch them up. Just because I know they're writing a lot of things and there's not a lot of time to hone it. So I'll pop in and maybe add a thing or two here or change something here or there. But no, it's a great time. I love doing it. It's fun to be, because the thing about it is YouTube has become so much a part of our watching nutrition that I'm more of a fan of more YouTube stuff than I realized. Like, and I love being a part of it. So it was fun to join with Watch Mojo, and I like how they let me have. I was like, oh, let me throw this little thing in here and see if they like this as a little catchphrase, and they kept it. And they like it. In fact, I accidentally did a video where I didn't have my catchphrase in there, and people were like, well, where's the thing? Why did you do it? And so it's fun to see that, to see those lists. Now, in terms of the shows that get covered, at least in the anime side of things, I'm learning something new every week. I don't know those shows. The thing about it is, some people are like, you watch anime in your free time, and I'm like, I work on it, and so like when I have free time, I don't watch it because you're doing it all day, and so you don't want to, unless you work in a puppy cafe, you don't want to go home and play with puppies. I guess I don't know, but like, I probably would. I guess. I don't know. That's what I think should happen next. Is that quit this Jeff Bezos trying to go to space business. Make animals that don't need to go to the bathroom. When it's time to scoop the cat litter, I mean, it's like, I either want to literally just pay someone to come and solely do that, or like Thanos snap away the litter, just all litter on the planet.
I feel happy.
Then be done with it, but that just covers a day. I'd have to be snapping every single day. And then does that use up all of the Infinity Stone's power? But then it would be called the Infinity Stone. It should have unlimited power. What would you do with the gauntlet?
That's too much power to give me.
That's responsible. I I respect that.
I don't know. I can't answer that question.
Yeah, what would Nicolas Cage do with it? I better make that movie with him first so he likes me.
Bring him
Man,
back.
Gauntlet, ooh. I can think of like a million voice actors that just like clear out the way for the
You get 50% of
competition.
them. That is it.
And I would just be like, oh, who do we get for this? Oh, they're not available? Let's get Todd. Oh, they're not available? Let's get Todd. I don't know how that happened.
I got an arc reactor you can
That's
have.
the problem in voiceovers. Everyone is so good, and man, everywhere I look and listen, when I'm listening to a role, they're so good, and I'm in such awe of all these people that are in this business. It's amazing to see the talent, and I'm learning something new every day with these guys. It's like I'll listen to Eric Bauza or Jess Harnell do something I'm like, wow, dang, it's incredible. It's really a golden age of VO. I feel like and I'm just trying to I'm like the janitor and they're just kind of sweeping up, trying to keep it clean in there. And so, but it's a lot of fun. It's very cool to hear people talk about VO, but then I envy you guys for people that just as an audience member appreciate VO and not be in the business, because you can look at it from a different way than I can. Because I can't watch movies and watch cartoons without the industry eye and ear. So it's really cool to be swept away into that world. It must be a lot of fun. And I forget what that's like. And so it's just a really cool era for it, I feel like. Especially with where video games are now, with how interactive they are and how awesome they look. I mean, you've got, what's that game coming out? Kojima's new game with...
Judgment?
Yeah, it looks awesome and creepy and weird. Like, it makes me want to carry around wombs on my person, I guess. An amniotic fluid to put babies in. I don't know what's going on there, but it's a weird game. But I guess it's gonna be as good as Angry Birds, maybe? We'll see, I don't know.
We got about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
So hit them on the breakfast.
After voicing Superman in Mega Man 11, which other robot master you should voice from Mega Man 1 to
In Mega Man 11, say that one more time.
After voicing Superman.
After, yes, I was Fuse Man, who hopefully was the hardest boss for you. And then what?
What other robot master would you be?
Oh, is there an all of them man?
Boss Rush?
I would like to be...
Boss Rush Man.
Oh, that's a good point. That is an interesting way to look at it. What if all the bots aren't villains? They're just like guys like, hey, Mega Man, give us a shot, jeez. And he's like, no! In fact, because you want that, I'm gonna kill you! And take your power! Like, maybe Mega Man is the main villain. I didn't think about that. Snap! No, don't snap, don't snap. Who would I be? I would be whatever Nicolas Cage would be. That's what I would want to see. Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
I just got 2 questions. Would you be willing to do an unlocked screen review later? And what's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I don't think it's, there's so many foods, I don't think one can have a favorite food because there's so many. I feel like, you know? Right? I mean, because the minute you think about it, you're like, you think, I've got a favorite ice cream. You can think of 10 flavors you like. Or is that just me?
Just you.
Really? No. But like there's mint chocolate chip ice cream. There's s'mores flavor. There's cherry. There's moose tracks. There's nobody likes bubblegum flavor.
Ew.
That's gross.
Take that shot.
Birthday cake flavor. Right there, those are my favorites.
Pick it up.
And so in terms of I'll tell you what foods I don't like. I don't like parsley. I don't like pig eyes. People eat pig eyes. I don't like pig eyes. I don't like chicken feet. I don't like menudo. I don't like tongue. I don't like scorpions.
You loop all of this in with parsley?
I don't like roaches. I don't like escargot anymore. And I don't like dried granola with no milk. Those are my foods that I like.
Okay. She wants to give you.
Very cool. I like your line work. And I hope, thank you so much. I hope we do 1,000 of these episodes. Because I miss this show. And it's the only frog that can get away with wearing nothing but a hat. If I cosplayed this, you would see me for about 3 seconds. And then see me in the back of a car. Getting some street justice. Only a frog can get away with this. That's awesome. Thank you.
I'm gonna challenge everybody in this room. You got 30 seconds. What's your question?
Todd Haberkorn, are you still better than Jacksepticeye?
Here's the thing about Jacksepticeye. Oh, okay. See, it's easy to get a lot of subscribers when it's free. When you gotta go out and pay your hard-earned money for something and it's still a Haberkorn on top, that's when you're better than Jacksepticeye. I've been thinking about that since it happened. But Jack and I get together all the time. It's so much fun. And he has a really, like, his eye is septic and full of poison. Yeah, it's gross.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Noted. You're doing something, another panel.
I'm doing Twisted Tunes. I'll be doing Twisted Tunes with Jim Cummings, Jess Harnell at 3 o'clock, Nicolas Cage. We'll all be there. So there'll be a lot of people there. So be sure to get there early.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go and sign for a little bit.
Right.
I'm gonna go sign for a little bit, then run off to the panel, then come back and sign.
Okay. That's a plan. That's a plan.
Yeah.
We'll see you at your table then. Guys, give it up for Todd.
Thank